Hernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the
show. Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I didn't think we were going to do it today. I saw your, I've been following you on Snapchat. I'm like, he ain't going to. I was like, we're not doing it, so I went and got some frozen yogurt up the street, and then you're like, you ready? I'm like, oh, shit, he actually is going to do it.
I mean, they plugged the tire, so it took 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
For them to fix it, and I was going to have them look at some other stuff, and I was like, I'll just come back another day, so let me get out of here. So I took off.
Awesome. Well, we're recording now. Welcome to All in Our Heads podcast, everybody.
Yes.
Right out of the bat, no technical difficulties.
Yeah, that means somewhere down the line it's going to fuck up.
Well, good for the positive chi you brought to the fucking podcast, ass face.
Yeah, I just came from the West Coast. It's time to be a little negative.
I was too positive out there?
It's too fake out there, man. God, Lord.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Look, there's some really good people out there, I'm sure. But me and my son we were sitting at the Improv, and my son was just like, this vibe sucks. And that's my son. Yeah. That's not a comedian. He goes, when I go to the cellar and hang out with you, I like that vibe. He goes, I don't like this vibe at all.
Like what? Like it's just like everyone's
everyone's concerned about how they're dressed, how they look, their hair. Everyone is out for the look. No one is there. No one is hanging out to fucking get up, to be funny, to be creative. And I'm not saying they're not, but what your appearance when you walk in is everyone's out for the look. In New York, you walk in a Comedy Cellar, fucking people just sitting down with notebooks trying to, just grind it out. And I'm not saying that's, officially both coasts, but that's the vibe you get.
Well, everyone's trying to make it out there.
Yeah.
Where in New York's everyone's trying to be a better comic and kill.
Yeah, and that's not, man, might not be true for every comedian in LA and every comic in New York. So it's not like a blanket statement I want to make, but the vibe at the Improv was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, your hair looks great, bro. Oh, yeah, you got your new jacket, your new sweater, your shoes are fucking tight, man. You look good. Everybody looks good, man. Your beards are all trimmed, tight to the face. You guys all look the same. Everybody looks good.
I heard a good discussion on, about, L.A. and how, sad it is with, everyone trying to make it. Everyone out there is there trying to make it, and it's a weird land because everyone's from somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
And, how, people, there's no seasons, so you don't even see years going by.
Right,
you don't feel older because
yeah.
You don't that's why I think East Coast we're more down to earth because we get beaten by the winter, so we earn the summer.
Right, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then,
yeah. And because we're so seasonal in general, we are seasonal. Comedy is seasonal. So you're like, all right, we know it's our season. We're going to be off. We know we're going to be off for a couple of months. They don't know that. We're working our ass off to fill in the winter and the spring because we know summer's going to suck nuts. But they don't have that experience there.
Yeah, and Gino Bisconte just got back from his West Coast trip. He was out there for months, and he's like, I did a lot of stand-up, but there's just no money. You can't even do road work out there. No,
I was talking to Ben Bailey, and he was out there because he was doing some celebrity golf tournament. So he just happened to be at the Improv, and we were hanging out. And he was like, he loves West Coast. I'm like, yeah, but a guy like you, it doesn't matter where you live because you tour.
Right.
A guy like me, Tom, and there's a lot of gigs on the East Coast that they don't exist on the West Coast. They don't have those one-nighters, those VFWs, those American Legion holds, those baseball team fundraisers. They don't have that shit.
That's weird. You feel I guess these people don't have to raise money, or they just don't give a fuck about, because they're probably all in entertainment. All the moms and dads are like, I'm not getting a comedian.
Yeah, exactly. Or there's baseball fucking 12 months a year. They're all with it. Can be raising here we don't get baseball. We get baseball for 3 months. So there's a big fundraiser to get their uniforms together. These guys are all year long.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just a different vibe. There's no one. I mean, there might be a one night restaurant, but it was some dude produced a show and he can throw you $100. It's not like out here where there's a restaurant show and a guy can give you $500 to close it out.
Yeah, no, you can see why comedians come back.
Yeah.
Because when you're used to just performing, and even if you're just making spot money in the city, you're making money.
So I can make low level enough to, I make enough money to like not have to work at Home Depot.
Yeah.
But it could be either way. I can either work at Home Depot or do what I'm doing. I just choose to do what I'm doing. It's not like I'm killing it. You know what I'm saying? But out there, I wouldn't even be, I would have to work a job. I would not be able to do it.
That's why everybody's a waiter out there and shit. And
yeah.
Or like a lot of comics like work at the comedy clubs when they come up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like doormen and shit.
The thing about that, they're all looking for an angle or a way to make it happen. Like, it's like they're just always looking for a way to, like, I just feel like the comics that I am friends with out here, they're always trying to improve their act, get better, drive a new joke, try to write some new tags, try to figure out a way. Out there seems like it's all angles. Like, oh, what can I do to better myself in the industry?
Well, because that's what you're trying to get. Like out there, like here, it's all about just getting past at clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
You just got to get better as a stand-up. There's really no. I mean, there is more industry now out here, like more opportunity, but it's not like out there where that is the industry out there. That runs the whole town.
Yeah, yeah.
So
you
need an angle.
Right.
You need to try and stand out.
Yes.
You know, like shit. Like I didn't. Like you don't even real. Like I mean, I don't know if the number's off, but I was in the city last week hanging with Craig Fox, and he does I think 4 or 5 nights. He produces shows at the Village Lantern.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I put up like 2,000 comics this year. I go, 2,000 different comics?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, yeah. I'm like, through the Lantern? Like, so if we take no other clubs, like nobody even 2,000. I'm like, either I'm delusional and not even realize how many comics are out there, or his numbers are way off.
I want to say I don't think it's in 1 year. I think it's been since he's been producing shows, which is almost 3 years.
But I said 2,000 different comics. He said yes.
Yes, 2,000 different comics, but not in 1 year.
Okay, so like
since he's been producing shows for the last 3 years, he's put up 2. Yes, and he keeps those numbers because I remember not seeing him for like 6 months, and then I ran into him. And he was running a show uptown. He was like, "Dude, I've put on, 466 comics already." I'm like, how do you know these numbers? Like, what are you doing? Yeah. But he keeps track of that.
Wow.
Yeah. 2,000 different comics in like the last 3 years, probably.
I mean, even 12 years ago when I was doing open mics in the city, around the city, it's like you saw the same 14 people.
In the open mic circuit.
Yeah. As I'm saying, like in the grinding it out, not knowing what you're doing circuit seemed like there was like 20.
Right.
It seemed like. I mean, it could have been other ones out there, but I mean, like the open mics at clubs.
Right.
But so L.A., so your son even felt it, huh?
Yeah, my son felt it. He just was like, I don't like this vibe out here. Like, not for him. He goes, this wouldn't be where I would hang anyhow. He goes, I wouldn't hang out here anyhow. So I don't care about this vibe.
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't my scene. He goes, but it seems different than the scene in New York.
From what I hear, the Comedy Store is the good scene in L.A. now.
Too much. The last time I was there, we didn't go. We were outside it this last time. It was like during the day. The last time I was there, it was too much. It was overwhelming for me.
What do you mean?
Out front, like, 'cause they have like a patio bar that's like right on the street. It had to be, and then it's like a patio bar, and then it's like a long ramp that goes like kind of like up on an angle, running alongside the building, and then a one that goes up the back of the building into it. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just up that whole ramp. There's like a little wall ledge, and this whole patio. There had to be 80 fucking comics just sitting and hanging out. I'm like, that's just too many people. That's just too much. It's too much. It's like, you ever been to stand? When you stand in New York, and you came and you feel like you're way in the way of everybody because
right.
30 people standing in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
That just like that times 10 in this patio area. Then when you get into the Comedy Store, there's like a hallway that breaks off into the different rooms. There was 15 comics standing in there. I was like, no, I can't. This is too much, man. I don't want to go. I don't want to do that.
Nah.
I just don't want to do it. And like, I don't even know who's who. It's like, and like, I'm not saying that I don't know who's getting up. None of them are probably getting up tonight. Not here. They're not at the store. And they're just all dressed up. Look at me. Check it out. It's like, what do you do? This is it, man. This is what you do.
Yeah.
I don't know if the industry is going to see you out here in the lobby, buddy. I don't think they're
just hoping for a spot.
I don't think they're getting spots at the Comedy Store on a Friday night like that.
No, but people hang there hoping that like something falls out and some miracle happens.
I don't know those comics, so maybe
that's what I hear.
Maybe half of them are passed at the Comedy Store, and I don't know them. It's not like if I walked into the cellar and there was 40 people at the Olive Tree, I would know who was passed and who was just hanging around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There, I don't know who's who, but there was way more people than I wanted to deal with. It was like overwhelming.
Yeah. Did you see the documentary on the Comedy Cellar last night?
No, I heard. I should have watched it, but I didn't.
Okay.
What was it on?
True TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was there when they were filmed. Was that Lenny Marcus's thing?
Yeah, he was on it a lot because he was the one who recommended Jared Freed.
Oh, okay.
And they had a storyline about that, and at the end, Jared Freed he actually does his audition on this documentary.
Oh, nice!
So they showed somebody auditioning for the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which is got some ball. I got to give that kid some. Yeah, he's got some balls to be like, not, like nervous enough to get an audition to be like, yeah, film me, film this. Right. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think I'd have that in me.
Yeah.
I'd have a hard enough time just doing the audition or buying True TV cameras. So I gave him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
But it was good.
It was good? It was all right?
Good documentary,
Yeah.
It's on regular TV. It's an hour, and, they had commercial breaks. So they definitely rushed. It didn't go, like, deep into, like, the cellar. I mean, it did give you a lot of the background of what it used to be.
Right.
And how it started. I felt like it was, like, because we're comedy nerds, so I would rather see, like, an hour and a half to 2 hour documentary of, like...
Of how it started.
Like, just real more in-depth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But,
yeah.
It was definitely interesting.
Oh, okay.
They showed, like, what it's like to get bumped. Like, Chris DiStefano played that role. Getting bumped by Chris Rock for his, like, his Oscar, working on his Oscar material.
Yeah.
And stuff. And it was interesting. They showed, like, different aspects of it. Like, who gets bumped.
Right.
How the audition process is.
Okay.
So, that's that.
Just one episode, that's all? It's not like a thing?
It looked like it was wrapped up in 1 hour. Yeah, I don't think it's a series.
Oh, okay.
I think it's part of some other series.
Got it. Okay.
Or something.
So the LA was Arizona, LA was good. I did a spot at the Comedy and Magic store, Hermosa Beach.
Uh-huh.
I got a guest spot on that show.
How'd that go?
It was all right. I was the first up, so the host went up and did like 10 minutes, and I only got a 6-minute guest spot. So, it was okay. A lot of people talk about that room as it's an awesome room, and I wasn't comfortable. It was my first time in the joint, so you got to add that to it.
Uh-huh.
And it was a 6-minute guest spot. They add that to it, and it just seemed I don't know, just like it seemed. No offense to anybody. It seemed like a James gig, like in a Pompton Plains look.
Right.
Like it did. The comedy room itself looked like a hotel, like banquet hall.
Okay.
Not round table, like.
So you should have been comfortable.
Yeah, you'd think so. But when I walked out on stage, I walked out in the room before just to look around. I couldn't tell from the back, but when I walked out on stage and looked around, like from the stage, I was like, oh, this looks like, it doesn't like it was kind of lit. Like I could see people, a lot of people. It wasn't dark.
Mm-hmm.
But people from California love it. And I'm sure if I had, 15 minutes, I was there a couple of times, I would definitely enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Right.
The people there are rich people who live on Hermosa Beach. They're very older and rich.
Yeah, it's weird performing for rich people, I find.
Yeah.
I remember, because I have that one joke where it references a 4-carat diamond ring as something big.
Yeah.
I performed at this fundraiser where it was, insanely rich people. They're like, 4 carats? I brush my teeth with 4-carat diamond rings. What are you, kidding me?
Are we taking up donations for you? I didn't know you were broke.
I had to multiply my carats by 5.
Yeah. But the great thing about that place is they feed you, and they feed you well.
Oh, yeah?
That's the biggest thing. all the comics in California, like, you just want to go down for the food spot because it's so, they pay all the guys, they look like they pay well.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, not well, but, like, good spot money. And everybody was eating filet mignon.
That's nice.
I had a piece of salmon, you know what I'm saying? And I had my son with me, but I didn't want to ask for food. I didn't want to be like that guy.
Right.
For him, but everybody's like, you could have asked, you could have brought, if you were with 5 other people, it would have fed everybody.
That's
which
good.
is nice.
Who'd you go there with? Who got you the spot?
Kathleen called it in for me.
Oh, nice.
And Vladimir was on the show. He happened to be on the show.
Oh, awesome. How's he doing?
He's doing good, man. He just filmed his pilot 2 weeks ago.
I saw the pictures, man. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. And so he came, he stopped by. We hung out, and I drove him back home, and then we went to the Improv. But who was on the show? Ahmed was on the show. This guy, something Han. Can't think of his name.
Solo?
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah. Darren Carter.
Okay.
And 2 other people that I don't know. But, yeah, it was a good show.
Oh, you did the Improv as well?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking down there.
Oh, down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I got down there, I looked at the list, and Vlad's name was on it.
Oh, so you didn't even know he was there?
No.
Nice.
I texted him maybe like a half hour before getting there. Hey, man, are you in town? And then I looked, and I said his name. Then I called him, and then I texted him. I'm like, I'm at the club. He's like, that's why I'm coming. So then we hung out.
Nice. So your LA trip was good otherwise?
Yeah, it was a good trip, man. It was good.
Did you stay with Nick, or you...
No, me and my son rented a hotel.
Nice.
Yeah, we could have, but, like, it would have made my son uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I would have been fine, but...
Right.
You know what I mean?
How was Arizona, your spots at the club?
At the club were great. Did we talk since Kathleen? Did we do a podcast from...
We did it from Arizona when you had the guys poi dancing by the pool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That was that. Yeah. So then I went to LA, and then I came back. Yeah, they were good, man. They were Thursday. It was 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. Thursday show was pretty good. It was nice. There weren't any sold out, but decent size audiences. Mm-hmm. Friday show, both of them were off the hook. The audiences were insanely fun.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, the first show was amazing. Second show it was all right. I didn't have a great set on the second show. I didn't feel. Mm-hmm. And then Sunday was a good show. Okay. Small crowd, but good. It was good.
Second shows Saturdays are rarely good.
Yeah, I know that's usually the case.
And I've been around, and I've talked to enough comedians to know that it's pretty much a standard thing, unless they're there to see you.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and here's this weird thing. Was it Saturday? Saturday night, second show. I'm sorry, Sunday show. Kirk Smith drove in to do a guest spot.
Okay.
Because Nick Guerra is going to be there the end of June. Mm-hmm. And Kirk Smith figured if he comes out and guest spots for me, if he does what he did well, he could open for Nick.
Right.
And he did. He did well, and he's going to open for Nick. So, but he came out. We're standing in the back. So now the owner, Howard, goes up, and then he brings up like 2 other people. He brings up Kirk Smith, I think, and he brings up somebody else, and then he brings up the feature, right? Uh-huh. He gave another guest spot, and so this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, did I miss your set?" And I was like, "No, I'm the headliner." He's like, "Oh my God, me and my wife became big fans of you on Access TV. We loved you."
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, awesome, thanks, man." So then I go up. I swear to God, I do 3 minutes and they leave.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, was it Mike Gaffney they saw on Access TV? So then when I was finished, I thought, I was in my head for a second, because I was cursing a little bit. I'm like, maybe they don't like cursing. But I'm like, they saw my Access. I cursed on that. So I'm like, huh. So when I left, they said, the opener was like, no, they said they had something to do. Time just got away from them and they had to go.
It's probably because you have 3 openers.
Yes.
Enough of that shit already.
So he was like, yeah, I can't wait to see you. And then 3 minutes in, I watched him walk out. Do you know how much that was in my head for my 45 minutes? I was like, what the fuck? How do I walk the only two people that came here to see me?
We just really needed 3 minutes. That's really, I mean, come on. We're like of millennial age. We just
yeah. Next, we're on to the next thing.
Yeah. We got it. We understood all you were about.
We get it.
We got you wrapped up in 3 minutes. Like, Italian hates his kid. We're out.
But it happened to be horrible CD sales. Oh my God.
Really?
Horrible.
There's nobody coming up and buying?
Nope.
I think you have to have somebody selling for you. I think that's the secret to CD sales.
Yeah.
We were talking about that at Joe Conti's wedding at our table. Because like whenever you have someone selling your CDs for you, that always does better.
Well, that could be. I mean, I have had much success selling by myself, so it's hard for me to say that.
Yeah.
But then at one time, Ritu helped me, and I sold a lot. But that was the night we were headlined in Pompton Plains. I might have sold a lot anyhow.
Right.
But she was helping. But I've sold. I've sold. I sold a lot that night, but I've sold. 15, like probably average 10, like overall shows. Probably 10 a show. And I was doing one. I sold like out of 5 shows. I sold, and with her too, with Kathleen, I wasn't allowed to sell it at the casino. And the other 2 shows, one I forgot to mention it because I'm a retard. So I sold 2 on the one I forgot to mention it, and on the one I didn't forget to mention it, I said it. They were I was a mediocre at best on that show. I sold 2. And then
mediocre on what show? A Kathleen show?
Yeah. And then
that's the one you told me about with the old people.
Yeah. And then what do you call it? On my own shows, it's like if I sold the whole weekend, if I sold 12 the whole weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it was pathetic.
Yeah.
Pathetic. I was so frustrated. But other than that, they were fun shows. I had a good time. Kirk came out Sunday. We hung out. Then we went out afterwards.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good shit. Nice road trip.
It was a good road trip.
Nice.
How was did you have a gig Saturday night too?
That Friday and Saturday. Friday I had that weird inn I was telling you about. It was like some spooky haunted inn.
Oh, is that what James drove?
Yeah, good food. Like you walk in, it's just like an old bread and breakfast. They said it used to be a whorehouse back in the day.
Bread and breakfast? It's called?
Yeah, bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast. Oh,
I said bread?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tired.
That's real old.
But the girls were dressed like old school, like whores almost, like black gothic girls, and I wouldn't look at their feet because I was afraid to see them floating.
What?
I didn't look towards their feet because I didn't want to see them floating like ghosts.
Real humans that were talking to you? You thought they were going
No, but like when I first walked in, there was one with a black dress like walking towards the staircase, and I'm like, I don't want to. And I just went into the bar.
So, let me get this straight. You rather ignorance is bliss when it comes to ghosts. Like, I don't want
I don't want to know you're a ghost.
You're a ghost, man.
I don't want to see you floating because then I'm not going I'll be out in my head for my set. I got to.
So you're going to continue to do the show.
I got to do the show. I just don't want to know.
Yeah, I got you.
Because I feel like they don't want to haunt me. But once they don't want to haunt me. But like once I establish they are that way,
then you're in.
I'm in, and now I got to go save the day.
Right. All right. Makes sense.
But turns out they weren't ghosts. But the show was
good. Oh, good to know.
But there's like. They go, no, we did some advertising, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, they should have some advertising like in the menu or on the table.
Yeah.
So there's a thing on the table with all these bands they're having there.
Uh-huh.
And then, they did advertise us, but where you shove the advertisement into the metal thing that holds on the table, it totally covers the comedy show.
Oh, so your clip.
Yeah, you have to remove it to even know we were there that day.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, what a great design. What a great design. So there was let's see. When the show started, there was 6 to 8 people there.
Oh.
But they moved it from the big ballroom to this real little room outside of the bar, which, for 8, I mean, I think the whole room will only hold 20 people.
Okay.
So, 6 of the 8 people that are there are related to people that own the place. One is the woman that owns the place. One's her daughter. So they're heckling the MC, this nice kid Mike Adams from Philly, and then Adam Lucidi goes up, and it was great because Adam met this girl through his Periscope channel who flew in from Texas to see him. So this was her first time seeing him. I'm like, perfect.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. But even he was like, because, Adam can work any crowd.
Yeah.
But even he was like, I don't even know what to do with these people.
Right.
So I'm like, I can't believe I got it. And I go, James, I got to do 45. He's like, you got to do 45. I'm like, motherfucker. So, right as Adam's winding down, a table of 4 comes in, sits right next to like where we're performing at.
Okay.
The greatest 4 people ever. Like Adam even livened up.
Really?
They came in laughing.
Nice.
So like they kind of saved the day. So I get up there, and I do about, I'd say, 8 minutes of material where I'm hammering. I'm not letting these hecklers in. I'm just hammering.
Right. Yeah,
everyone's laughing, even them. And then the heckling just started. Just not even heckling so much. Just like literally, I have this good table to the left of me. I'm playing to them. I'm like, fuck these other people. And so the drunk woman straight ahead of me starts talking to this table. So I just sit on the stool, and I let it happen. I'm just sitting there letting her talk. And I go, hey, people, I got paid already. So if this is what you want the show to be, I'm all right. I'll sit up here for the next 35 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I was like kind of crowd working and making fun of them, and then I would do material to the tables to the left.
Right.
I would do like a chunk, and then I have to deal with them. And then the owner's daughter's boyfriend starts saying shit to me, trying to be funny.
Ugh.
And then whatever he said, I barely heard, but it just died.
Right.
I'm like, that's not as easy as it looks, is it? And then everyone laughed at him.
Right, nice.
It was just, it was like pulling teeth. I mean, like I was telling James, I wound up doing 40. So I'm like, listen, it's just got so weird to a point.
Yeah, right.
And I told James afterwards, I'm like, you know what? Because I told the people to the left, I'm like, go to my website because I have a whole act you didn't see.
Right.
So like you saw me tonight, and you got a lot of laughs, but I didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did learn a lot though, because I was like, I was in the moment and just dealt with what I had.
Right.
And I felt like, oh wow, I really learned a lot.
Right.
But it wasn't like, remember like that one time we were up in North Jersey with that dead small crowd? Like
what?
Like remember when we were up at the
yeah, way up there. Yeah.
I would take these hecklers annoying me over that any day.
Right.
At least with these people, I had something to work with.
Yeah.
I could literally make fun of them.
Right.
Like, so I was like, it wasn't even as bad as that.
Yeah.
That was just a bunch of mopes.
That just sucks though. Like when you're during the week and you're dealing with mics or like these, shows you go in the city, little small crowds. You're like, all right, you're gonna deal with shit. But on Fridays and Saturdays, that's the day I want to deal with good stuff. I don't want to deal with shit.
Yeah. And then Saturday I headlined the Long Valley Fire Department, packed house. I did like 55 minutes.
They were good.
Fun the whole time. It was like
nice.
I could have kept going. I was having so much fun, but it was just I didn't even get to some material. That's how much fun I was having just in the moment. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
If I would just had that one. I mean, actually, Weaversville wasn't that bad.
Right.
Like I said, if they were dead like that one show, I would have been mortified.
Yeah. Like the owner's talking, you got somebody like thinks they're funny. It's like you guys could have for future reference, you could save yourself some money on a budget. You guys are just sitting here and fucking talk to each other, make each other laugh. If that's what you think is good. Yeah. You don't pay us to come out here and do it for you. You seem to obviously entertain yourselves. Why do you hire us?
Yeah. No, the owner didn't even stay to see me because she's like, she goes, can I pay you before you go up? Because we had a baby goat yesterday.
Oh, that's right.
And it's not doing so well. I guess it was like sick or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. Sure, baby goat lady. Like, and then at the end of the night, I was like, good night, and I'm like, hope the goat's good. Then the daughter's like, it died. I'm like, all right, that's the perfect way to end this shitty night.
Wow, me and the goat have a lot in common.
Yeah, I did better than the goat. He died. I survived. I definitely survived. I was a professional.
I had a woman in the Saturday first show. I think Saturday first show. There was like just a group of like, it was a birthday party, but they were like all good looking, muscle bound, all good looking. All the women were like great shape. The dudes were all fucking nice body. I was like, it was like 20 of them. Like, what do you guys meet at Equinox? The fuck? How do you all know each other? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, so it was time for the checks, and I was like, you guys got the checks now. You're not gonna really be paying attention. And then it was a girl right in front with her boyfriend, and I was like, you'll pay attention to me because he was paying the bill. You know what I'm saying? So I meant it like, you'll pay attention to me because you're not paying the bill. That's how I said it. She's like, well, how do you know? She got like all woman's rights on me.
Right.
And I was like, I said, I went right. I was like, don't even try to do woman's lib shit right now. I'm saying that you're paying attention because you're not paying the bill right now. So like, well, how do you know that? And the boyfriend wasn't even paying attention. He was so in the world paying the bill. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, I just paid the bill. I'm like, and that's how I fucking know that. Because he's paying the goddamn bill. And she goes, yeah, but who paid for dinner? She's trying to be like, woman's lib.
Ugh.
And he goes, he was like, yeah. I'm like, so what? You paid for dinner. And he goes, yeah, well, who paid for the hotel room? So I said to her, you know what? You know why he's not defending you and defending me? Because you pulled the women's lib shit out of your ass just to make a fight. When it was only just saying that at this moment you can pay attention to me while he pays the bill. I wasn't saying women don't pay for shit. You bought it there, and even your own boyfriend doesn't want to support you. So she was like, I'm like, you got all mad because of the women's lib thing. And everybody was laughing, and she's like, yeah, I did. I was like, great. Make a sign in glitter, come to all my shows and say, Mike Gaffney is anti-women. And I'll make my own sign in glitter, and I'll follow you going, I'm 46 and I don't give a fuck.
I hate people.
Yeah, sometimes I do too. Then they were an awesome crowd, and she was awesome, and I said to her, I was like, you know what? You women live, that's fine. I said I don't understand why we can't just admit that we are different. Women and men are different. Should you get paid the same? Absolutely. Should you be treated the same? Absolutely. That's not what I'm saying. But can't we say that men and women are different? We can't. Can I agree that you need to make the same amount of money, but also think that you're a woman and you're different than a man?
Yeah.
You can't say that? I said, I'll tell you right now, if some shit goes down here, all of these dudes, these big dudes, are going to be protecting you. And you're going to be way in the back going, get him, get him. You're not going to be right in the front lines trying to fight some fucking massive crowd in here. So don't try. When Women Lib serves you, you want to speak up. But I bet you if there's some shit went down, these big muscle-bound freaks are going to protect you and me because I'm just like you. I'm going to be in the back of the room screaming with you. If something.
Yeah. My wife hates feminism. She's like, man, I could be fucking home just doing laundry. Fucking cunts. I want to work. I like Bill Burr's take on why men make more than women.
Oh yeah, because they're buying the drink and have to deal with all that. Like, yeah,
well, he said it goes because in the unlikely circumstance to run a sinking ship or a burning building, you guys get to go first.
Yeah.
As if fire doesn't hurt me.
Yeah.
He's like, so it's $1 an hour surcharge.
Surcharge. Yeah.
That's a good take on it.
Yeah, that's a good take. Somebody else, was it him too that had talked about how men have to painstakingly ask a girl out in the courting process for a man, and how much it drains us, like what we have to go through just to try to get a girl, impress a girl.
It's brutal.
Yeah,
fucking brutal. I would never want to live that aspect of life again.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's why when like the few women in my life that like actually like came on to me. Like, I'm like, oh my God, how come you girls don't love this? I love this. It's so much easier this way. This is great.
Dude, there was a hostess at the restaurant, like, because the bar, like the club is connected to so the hotel has its restaurant, and then you go through the restaurant, and then there's an entrance to the club.
Okay.
And the host at the main door is the hostess for the restaurant. Now, me and Kirk Smith were eating, and there's a girl. She was beautiful, and it's like a cutoff shirt, hip hugger jeans, a body that was just killing it. Jet black hair with like two ponytails like pulled down to the side, like tight. She was just killing it. Everyone in the room, 50, 80, 70-year-old people were staring at her.
Really?
So me and Kirk were like, I'm like, she's probably 19 tops. Kirk's like, maybe 20. I'm like, maybe, pushing it. So we went over to her, and we were right. She was right there next to the door to go to the comics. So she just talking, and she was all like really talking to me, like you can tell when someone's like infatuated. She was infatuated with me,
right?
And so we were like, so why don't you come? Kirk's like, why don't you come to the show? She's like, you have to be 21 or older to get in there. And we're like, oh, how old are you? She's like 17. I almost threw up on her. Ugh. I was like, what? And then her, like Rachel's friend, 18-year-old Spanish girl, she's 18, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to college. I'm like, when? She's like, next year. I'm a senior. And I said to the other girls, like, and are you going to be going to college? She's like, well, I'm only a junior. I'm like, you don't have any of the right answers. Like, you were giving every wrong answer you possibly can give. Ugh. So then Kirk went in to start the show, and then the girl was like, I know she was like, how old are you to me? And I was like, she goes, how old are you? I was like, nah, nope. And she was like,
I'm a hard 22.
She's like, no. I was like, nah, nope, not doing that. And I'm like, you can just guess on whatever number you say. She's like, I'm really bad. I'm going to say you're too old, and I'm going to feel uncomfortable. I'm like, hun.
I'm going to say you're too old.
I'm like,
she's already shooting high.
Yeah. I'm like, hun, don't worry. Whatever age you say is going to be fine. I don't care. She's like, all right, I'm really bad at this. I'm like, go. She's like, 30? Wow. And I was like, what? She's like, you're younger, right? I fucking knew. I suck at it. And I'm like, yeah. So I just went over. I hugged her. She's like, what is that for? I'm like, nothing. Take care. And I just went into the showroom. I never told her my age ever. Hugged her and walked away from her.
30.
Yeah. I just shaved. When I shave, I look like a baby face.
Yeah, if you look 30, I wonder what 50-year-olds look like out there.
Yeah, really. Well, the sun is beating down on them. They look old.
Yeah, it probably look like beef jerky out there a lot.
Yeah. We went to a bar afterwards, like 80s like band plays, like a 80s hair band, and like covers songs. So we went there, me, Kirk, and this kid Mike, and the bouncer was like, "You have your ID?" I'm like, "Nah, I left it in the car." He's like, "How old are you?" And I said, 46. He's like, 26. I'm like, "Yeah, a real hard 26."
Yeah, hard living 26.
He started laughing. He's like, "You don't look 46 though." I'm like, "Well, I am." He's like, "Go ahead in." And when I came out, he's like, "A hard 26, man. I like that." I'm like,
I'm 26 without vitamins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a rough 26. So when I was in L.A., I was with Nick as he was working at his Tonight Show. Did you see his Tonight Show?
I did.
Good, right? I mean, he got a good laughs. I mean, he did good. Yeah. You know? But I went to meet him at the Ha-Ha.
Uh-huh.
And so I walk in. This was my first night there. It was like Monday night at the Ha-Ha. And there's a guy sitting at the table with him. So I'm like, hey, what's up, man? How are you? And he's like, hey, good. I saw you at Just for Laughs up in New York a month ago. I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, it was really funny stuff. I'm like, oh, were you on the show? He's like, no, I booked the Tonight Show.
Wow.
I almost threw up on him.
So the Tonight Show booker was at your audition?
At this Just for Laughs audition.
Wow.
Yeah. But I didn't know him because I don't know nobody in the industry because I'm so not a part of the industry.
Right.
That I said, oh, were you on the show?
Yeah. So I guess you didn't get the Tonight Show either.
Nah.
Did you get Just for Laughs?
I don't even know about that either.
Yeah.
But yeah, his name was Michael Cox, the booker of the Tonight Show. I was like, he went.
If you would have known that, though, that would have made that night worse for you.
Well, that he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care about that part. I'm more not knowing who he is at all and introducing and saying, "Hey, were you on the show?" Like a fucking idiot. Like I'm so disconnected from the industry that I didn't even know who that is.
Yeah, but do you think a lot of people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him.
Okay.
I don't. Everyone knows you. You know Jeff Singer?
Yeah.
But you know him from seeing him in pictures and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. If you're a new comic, you don't know him personally. Like I should not be that new to not know the key players in this fucking game, and I didn't know them.
True.
You know, and what I learned from Nick doing his set that, you know, I'm always been autobiographical, right?
Yeah.
But like places like the Tonight Show and all those shows, they're not looking for autobiographical.
No.
They're looking for observational humor.
Yeah.
So he's seen me. Now, the positive thing about this guy seeing me, he was like, yeah, great set. He goes, oh, you had a great set. And I was like, oh, thanks. And I was with my son. He's like, oh, is this the legendary son we talk about? So he knew the material, too. So it wasn't like he was just saying.
So did they say that, or that's just what you were thinking? That they're not looking for autobiographical?
Nick said that they really weren't anymore. That's why, like, his set was like the way it was.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I saw Nate Bargatze on there. He seemed pretty autobiographical.
He is Jimmy Fallon's boy. He's going to be all the time and do whatever he wants.
Right.
But look at all the other comics, you know, except for like the big names, like Dice was on, and Gabriel Iglesias was on. You know what I mean?
Well, they're big enough they can do whatever they want.
Correct. But the newer guys, you heard how he introduced them. He's like, we're spotlighting newer comics.
Good.
So they want jokes. So like they want just material. So like I'm going to put together a 4.5 minute set. I'm going to put together a fucking tight 4.5 minute set and get that. At least I know a name now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was working on tighter sets in the city last week. I'm just trying to do tight sets and try and get used to that.
Right.
So used to these long sets.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I was in the city last week. I thought I was doing the Lantern. So I went and booked I went and bought tickets for a movie I wanted to see at the IFC Center.
Right.
I'll go to the IFC, get out, do the Lantern, then go around, get some hummus. Had this whole night planned. And right as I'm getting into the city, Craig Fox is like, I'll see you at the American Film Academy. I'm like, American Film Academy? He's like, yeah, the show's there tonight for the students. I'm like, only up at 23rd Street in Lexington. I had to take a 15-minute subway ride.
Oh, because you were already downtown?
I was already downtown.
How was that show, though? Was it good?
It was really good. I got Ritu came, and he put her up.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah. And it was great. It was, it was just a little cafe.
Yeah.
And I was great because I'm like, these are all kids that are 18, 19, young kids.
Yeah.
Baby-faced kids. So I'm like, good. I'm gonna do the funeral stuff. I just want to see how it plays for young kids.
Right.
Right. Dude, fucking loved it.
Oh, good.
Out of the gate, just boom.
Nice.
Like everything. So because I don't perform for a lot of young people a lot. It's
right.
Always middle-aged adults in suburban New Jersey.
Right.
So it was good to see the material work for a young crowd, which I think could, I don't know. I guess they're people, but you just think they're young. Right. Connect with them.
Right.
You don't feel old to around 19-year-olds. You're like, wow.
Funny is funny though. I think.
Right. Funny's funny. Well, especially because a woman came up to me after. There was some older woman in the crowd who said, she's not involved in comedy no more, but she had ran a comedy room back in the 80s.
Right.
And she came up and gave me a lot of compliments.
Oh, okay.
And she goes, I really loved your set. She's like, because you just did something, did a topic to these young kids that I don't hear anybody talking about, and you really sold it to them very well. And they really loved it. I was like, it was the greatest compliment I ever got. Ritu was like, wow, that was very nice. I'm like, I know, I can't. It made my night.
Right.
Because you think you're doing. That's weird. You think you're doing good stuff in your head.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, I go get laughs.
Right.
But we get laughs all the time. So you're like, it don't mean I'm doing something good and new.
Right.
You know what I mean? You never know if you're I don't know. I just always have that. Am I being hacky?
Yeah. No.
Someone tells you, you're like, oh, okay, good.
You're hacky to yourself because of the material.
You say it all the time.
Yeah. This fucking hack shit. You're like, no, it's not a hack to these people. They didn't hear it.
Right. So it's nice to get some validation from someone who said they've seen a lot of comedy.
Right, right.
She had to be like in her 60s or whatever.
Oh, nice.
And then she was like, then she started yapping too long. I'm like, all right, get away. It's amazing how I could go from, man, you're like the nicest person ever, to, will you drop dead? Like, gotta get out of my life, lady. I'm not.
I got a head to get back up into.
I know. Jesus. You're on the. I appreciate you making me feel good, but I have to go back to hating myself, if you don't mind. Now I hate you and me. I don't have this much time tonight.
I have an act to be obsessed with. Can I get out of here?
Yeah, come on, lady.
That's so funny. Like, you're like Seinfeld's like, like you look at Seinfeld, and Seinfeld's like a weird guy, like socially weird. He doesn't like be around people.
Yeah.
And that pretty much is all of us. Like, I was thinking, and I'm a low-level nobody, right?
That's a great CD title.
Yeah.
Low-level nobody.
and I have fans, and I'm a nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been on nothing, and I have fans. Okay, I have fans that I've never met that's seen me from something.
Yeah.
And at the end of shows, people want to come up. If they see you, they want to say, great job. They want to talk to you, and it's all nice. It's very nice. But I'm so over talking to people.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with them. But I'm so over it that I feel shell-shocked when I'm around people. Like, I don't know what... Like, I feel so like, hi, okay, bye. Like, I feel so, like, socially awkward around society now. Because it's over... It's overflowing. It's too much.
Yeah, I get embarrassed.
It's overdone just conversating. Hey, man, great job. Or you suck. Whatever the conversation is with fans, it's oversaturated in my brain. I've talked to too many humans that I'm no longer... I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I sometimes think about that because, like, not doing it. Like back in the day, like they say, like comics and musicians, they wouldn't just just perform and you're out the back door.
Yeah.
And that led to your mystique.
Right.
I never met this guy, and then you want to come see it again.
Yes.
I wonder if like meeting people after and becoming like a regular person around them like takes away your mystique.
I know.
Same thing of like when they see us not in the green room, like hovering by like a couple folding chairs in the back corner. It's like that takes away from
that ruins the showmanship of the show.
Definitely ruins the showmanship.
The afterwards, I think the way that the world is now, I don't know if you can avoid that. I'm just talking about the social aspect of it is making me non-social, and I mean not like in an antisocial way. I just am unable to communicate anymore. It's like I'm overloaded with human interaction.
Yeah.
That I can't do it anymore.
I hear you, dude.
The only people I can talk to in a conversation are comedians and a couple of my close friends. I can't even... I love my kids, but I'll be sitting in the car like in a daze, just not talking.
Me too, dude. That's why I like do it when I go like in the woods for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like I'm in heaven, man.
Right.
I want to talk to people.
Yeah, but that's so weird. Now I'm taking on my level that I've interacted with probably a sliver of the people that like a Seinfeld or Rock has had to interact with, or Louis C.K.
Yeah, Louis don't do it no more. He's talking about it on O&A this week. He's like, I don't go. I tell the crowds we're not taking pictures after the show.
Right. But even just in his day-to-day, people are all going to come up to him, talk to him about it. It's just overwhelming. Like when I go to the diner, and if anybody who's in the program ever listens to this, I'm sorry. But like when I go to the diner, on Tuesday nights, a massive group of AA people meet at the diner.
Uh-huh.
I'll pull up and forget that they're there every Tuesday after a gig. Like I'll do gigs and pull into the diner. I'm like, oh no. I have the host shuffle me into the other side of the diner so I don't have to interact. Because all it's going to be is So how's your career? Where are you at next? How's everything going? Are you been getting busy? And they're sweet, and they don't mean anything by it. I know that they don't mean anything by it. But my brain is too much human contact. I don't want to talk about anything anymore.
That happened to me today, bro. I was coming back from my freaking frozen yogurt binge right before this podcast, and come into the building, and the elevator's open. I see a guy I used to go to meetings with get in.
Yeah,
I just held back and got the next one.
I do it with people. No,
I haven't seen him in 3 years. I don't want it. I don't want to catch up.
No, I hear you.
I got no time. I got to get back to the podcast.
Don't want to catch up.
I don't care what you're up to. I get, life's good. You get the job. There's nothing riveting unless I see you pull up in some sort of like fucking limo. Then be like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, maybe.
I got to see like something out of the ordinary.
Yes, I mean I do that with just people I don't even know. When I see the elevator has people, and I'm like, I'll get the next one, man. I don't need to rush to that one. I'm around. It's like it's making me not myself. There's so much interaction with people that I'm becoming anti what I used to be.
Right.
And my point is, and I have very little human interaction as opposed to big celebrities and stars, and we want to know why they don't want to talk to people. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, don't take it personal. It's, my body is reacting. I'm physically reacting to people in a, just go, leave me alone, please.
Yeah.
But I can sit down at a diner with you and sit at a restaurant with a ton of comedians, lean up against the wall and talk for hours with comics and a couple of my close friends.
Yeah.
But that's it. After that, I am tapped out. Like, I don't know I just look in the sky when people are around me. I'm like, I don't know what to say to you. And I don't like it. I don't like that aspect of me. I don't like it. No, I don't like it because it was never me.
I think it's just we're old and tired and heard everything.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, that could be it too. And I've said everything. There's not a word I don't think I've ever said. I've said it all.
Like, I'm hoping after we sign off this podcast, I hope I don't talk to anyone until I get to see my wife later and say goodnight, and then
right.
I literally don't got nothing in me.
Yeah, I don't. That's fucking sad.
We talk, I think, because we talk so much for a living.
I know it is. I know that's what it is. I know that's what it is. And we're talking to each other about our careers and gigs and like what we got. And I'm talking to my manager about trying to do this, and I'm doing all of that in the behind the scenes. So when some regular Joe's like, so how's the career going? What have you been up to? Where you at next? No. Nah. I just did this with my manager. I did it on my website. I don't want to. And it's nothing to do with them. And it sounds like an asshole. Like when I used to hear Seinfeld say it before, way back in the day, I'm like, why does he sound so standoffish? Like he doesn't want to be bothered. And like, I get it.
Yeah, because you weren't in it. You didn't experience it. It's just like anything, dude. After a while, you're just like, just like when you remember, like when you first went on the road. It's like you're like, I'm on the fucking road. This hotel stinks, but you're like, I'm on the road. Yeah. Now I'm like, wait, where am I staying? Then you Google it. You're like, I'm just driving home that night. You can keep the fucking hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not fucking.
You say that to people. You're like, oh yeah, they got your room like up in oh really? It's like 2 hours from my house. I'll just drive home. Like, you don't want the room? Like, nah.
Yeah, like I'm doing one like in Lake George, and like Scott Brennan is like, there's like a cabin. We'll all share it. I'm like, we're doing one show Saturday. Good. I'm like, yeah, I'll just drive up Saturday and I'll drive home Saturday. Yeah. He's like, I thought I'd make a weekend. I ain't doing a weekend.
No.
I'll drive up early. Maybe I'll take a nap in the cabin.
Right. Like even Brent Erst, right? I met Brent Erst at the Improv, and he was doing the improv. He was doing stand up live in Scottsdale. Uh-huh. And so he was like, "Oh, you're there? Take my number. Give me a call this week, and we'll hang out." I did not.
Yeah,
I didn't. Everybody asked me like, "Where'd you go when you were in Arizona? Did you go places?" I'm like, "I did not." Like I said, I got like you when you'll go places and you're like, take a picture of yourself at a place, a local treat or whatever. I'm like, I don't go anywhere. I'm like, I just stay in my room. There's a restaurant connected to the hotel. Why do I got to go any further?
No,
All I did was
do that. I do go on excursions. I can't sit in a hotel room.
I drive 2 miles to there's a Dunkin' Donuts in Arizona. I drive 2 miles. I sit out front, drink a couple iced coffees, make some stupid videos, jump back in my car, drive to the hotel, get some lunch. That's all I did.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Nah, I'll go. I got my TV Food Maps app. I go try and find some restaurant that's,
Right.
famous. If there's some fucking museum that strikes my interest, I'll go walk around that shit for a little while.
Right. I did a Joe Fernandez. I don't know if I talked about it. Did I talk about this on the last podcast? I was driving from Phoenix to Tucson. Okay. It's like a long road of nothingness.
Uh-huh.
And I think I might have put a video out. I thought I saw one of those Dirt Devil fucking storms.
Tornado?
Well, they're not really. They're like a tornado, but they're twisters on they're dust balls, but they turn into like twisters. You'll see them on the Weather Channel. So I was driving, I just saw like this dust out there. I'm like, oh shit, a Dirt Devil. I pulled my camera out. I'm like, I'm gonna film a fucking Dirt Devil storm. Just turned out to be some dude in his pickup.
Just bringing dirt around?
Like, no, he was driving out in the desert.
Oh, he was driving around the desert.
I thought it was like a storm. I'm like, oh, shit, got a dirt storm. Just a dude in a pickup. So disappointing.
Yeah.
But maybe the next time I'm out there, it'd be cool if you came out.
Let's do it.
But I talked to somebody else about they were featuring at the club the last time I was there.
Yeah.
And he said that he made $40 for the weekend.
Ugh, no thanks.
You don't want to come out for $40?
No.
All right, I was going to put a word in for you.
That's ludicrous.
Now, I don't know what he doesn't have a lot for the feature, that I know. So,
I mean, maybe only if hopefully I could like do well enough where he'd consider me as like an off week headliner.
Yeah.
Like where it's like usually a dead week. I don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
Don't need a name guy.
Right.
But I doubt that'll happen either. I mean, they're not going to fly some no-name comic out to Arizona to perform for a weekend.
No, you can just go to L.A. and have a guy drive in for $5.
Exactly. So.
Yeah.
It's not worth my time.
No.
$40.
No.
That's some bullshit.
Well, I don't know. Then they said Kirk Smith. They said something like it's like $125. I'm like per show, and it was like for the weekend.
What the fuck, man?
I'm like, I mean, I get it. There's not a lot of money. No, I don't get the money you're getting paid, but I get why you're not paying because there's not a lot of money to pay. That's why he puts a lot of 10-minute guest spots up.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do 10, 12-minute spots. You can do 2 or 3 of those, and then your headliner does 45.
Maybe I would do it just for the experience and just to go to Arizona, and then maybe it'll lead to something else.
Right.
Because it's not like I'm hurting for cash.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
well, that'd be something that, like, if we were able to book, like, say, an NA or an AA show.
That would be
the week before, say, right?
Right.
Then I would say, hey, can I get that weekend after or the weekend before? We go in, we hit it up, and then we go do the NA show.
Let's try and do that.
You know, something like that.
Yeah, we could probably make that happen.
Yeah. Then there's a couple of shows. I'm going to reach out to this guy, Mike. There's a couple places in, like, Wisconsin.
Uh-huh. There's a couple places in Wisconsin?
There's a few, like, one-nighters, like a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that you can string together, like 1,500. All 4 of them. Maybe we can co-headline something like that.
Yeah, let's do that shit.
You know,
then go on the road.
Then if we did that and then we hopped to Arizona, you know, if you only made $200 for the weekend, let's just say we put together that $1,500 run, you know, you're not killed, you know, you're not dead.
Right, yeah. And like I look at it as like trying to make a connection.
Right.
You know, hopefully.
Right.
See what happens. But
Did your podcast window just close? Don't you have somewhere to go?
I have a few more minutes.
Okay.
I saw was it the Conti wedding this weekend, the Joe Conti?
Oh, nice. Yeah. How was that?
Danced my
Fun?
ass off, bro.
Did you really? Awesome, man.
I told Conte he had a wedding videographer. I danced with me and Gino Bisconte did some like fast Blues Brothers type dancing.
Nice.
I'm like, I gotta get a copy of that. Dancing.
Does Gino bring? Is he dating some blonde girl?
No, he brought Stacy Pressman with him.
Okay, she's cute.
Yeah, she's nice. It was the first time I met her. She's like, we gotta work together. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yes.
I'll work with anybody.
Yeah.
No working with you. Nah, she was really cool. You know,
Nice.
She doesn't see, like you meet comics and they seem like some comics seem very like comic-y. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
She's like a normal person
Right.
who happens to be a comedian.
Yeah.
Like it was a table with Bob Levy, and Bob Levy brought his son.
Okay.
And his son is like a small version of him. He was like roasting his dad to me. I was in tears. I was in tears, man. It was just so funny. So many laughs at that wedding.
Oh yeah.
I was dying. I was at a table. It was me, Kerry, her friend Jen, Reverend Bob Levy, Gino Bisconte, Johnny Watson.
Okay.
It was just, and then Carucci was a table away.
Right.
John. It was hilarious. It was just.
Yeah.
All these people just wasted.
Right.
Just saying
Yeah.
the funniest shit. Like I can't even I couldn't even say what they were saying. I'm just all I am is wiping tears away my whole night.
Mike Falcone was there.
Yeah, it was weird. They had all the comics, like a lot of comics on one end, and then all the way on the other end of the room was James Falcone, KP. Like,
oh really?
So far from all of us, I could barely see them.
Yeah. Well, they know non-comedians. Put them over there. But KP put up something on a Snapchat with Falcone, like on his phone, and he said something like he was tweeting it, like texting his girlfriend. I'm like, no, he's actually updating his blog on what normal people do for a living. This is how normal people interact.
Actually, Mike Falcone contacted me today about if we would be him and his podcasting partners trying some like podcasting network thing they're setting up.
No.
I wanted to know if we could add our feed to it, try and get some more traffic.
No. I got it.
There you go, Mike. If you're listening, there's your answer. I said I'd talk to you, and it's a big fat no. First I said leave me alone, but then...
Oh, good. Well, at least that's not my feeling.
No, but our friend Joe Conti, very happily married, very nice wedding.
Oh, that's good, man.
Because you never think you'd see Joe get married.
Yeah.
That I was I'm there. I'm like in the second row, and the freaking sound's not working. I had to go fix the sound. I was like, save the day.
Where was it? Pompton Plains, right?
Yeah, but they had like the ceremony was like outside.
Oh, nice.
Some little like fucking flowers and shit, and like a
Oh,
little
that's
fence
cool.
put up and all that.
And where
shit.
was the banquet? Like in the room we did our show?
Upstairs? No, the upstairs room.
Oh, okay.
Like the big like V-shaped room.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a good time, man. Seeing Kenny Michaels and shit. And
Kenny, bloated face, alcoholic Michaels. That's a long.
I think that's his official name now.
It is. That's on his business
I
card.
think that's on his business card.
Kenny's a good dude.
Very good dude. I was like, come around, dude. We miss you. He's like, yeah, I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm
No,
not talking
I
about
don't
comedy.
think-
I said, I'm talking about comedy. Just come hang out.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any of it though. Thinking about coming around, like you're not thinking. It's just 10 years now. You've been thinking about it. Shut up.
I said, not even if you do. Like, I don't care if you get back into stand up.
Ever.
Come hang at a
Right.
show.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to do it.
Just come out.
Just
Hey,
come
listen.
hang.
I got to take I didn't know I got to take my daughter to work.
Yeah, I got to go too. All right, everybody. Real quick, I have to ask you this
Yeah.
one thing before you go.
Go ahead.
I'm at Laugh It Up Comedy Club this weekend in Poughkeepsie.
Oh, that's what's his name, right? Dan.
Dan McRitchie. He's like, hey, can you send me a iPhone video like promoting the show? I'm like, nobody knows who I am.
Right.
Nobody wants to post on their webpage, so I'm just thinking of that's what I'm going to say in the video. Like, you don't know who I am, but come out because you will know who I am.
Yeah.
Right?
Right,
'Cause
right.
What do you say when you have no facial recognition?
Right. Hey, you see my face?
Hey, see, I'm this guy you never heard of. I'm from Saturday.
You want to see this face for the second time? Come out
I
Saturday.
didn't want to do this video, but he keeps harping. Is it ready? I'm like,
Just
I
be
guess.
goofy.
Yeah, be goofy.
Zany.
All right, so people come. If you are anywhere near the Poughkeepsie area, I'll be at Mahoney's. They have Laugh It Up Comedy Club in the basement of Mahoney's Bar.
Is that
and Grill.
Saturday?
Saturday.
I'm in Fishkill, which is up that way, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Ritu and KP are coming with me to open.
Okay.
And James may take the ride. Maybe we can all meet after.
Yeah, you're in where? Poughkeepsie?
Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, I'm in Fishkill
Is
at
that by
8 o'clock.
Poughkeepsie?
At a play, like me and Johnny Watson are co-headlining.
Yours is at 8?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
What time's your show?
I think mine's at 9.
Oh, okay. I'm going to check. I'm pretty sure it's at 8 o'clock. Let's stay right there. Don't go nowhere.
All right. I'm staying right here. I'm not going anywhere.
You know, got to get official about it. Just,
I know. We can't have dead air while you seek out the MapQuest of Fishkill.
you also don't have to
Poughkeepsie.
repeat it like a robot. I am staying here. It's 8 o'clock seating, I guess. Well, there's a big sold out sticker on it, so I don't know what time.
8 o'clock seating, which probably means 9 o'clock show.
Yeah, it's saying, if this is correct, if this is a co-headlining situation. No, it's not. It's I'm headlining. Fuck. Toasted.
How
It's
far is
hosted.
It's hosted by who?
A woman named Sydney Washington,
Okay.
featuring Johnny Watson, and headlining Michael Gaffney. That's me.
Michael Gaffney.
It's Mike
Let's
Gaffney.
see how far Poughkeepsie. It's a half hour. I'm a half hour north of you,
Yeah, you're further up north.
so I'll just come down and meet you.
Okay, cool, man. We'll
know what
figure
I mean?
something out from that area.
Word.
All right, Holmes.
Sounds good, buddy. All right, everybody, go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see
I'll
all
be at
his
McGuire's this week, Friday.
Where are you going to be?
McGuire's Comedy Club. I'm headlining McGuire's out of Bohemia, Long Island.
When? Friday?
Friday.
All right, go see Mike and McGuire's. Go to JoeFernandez.net. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.
Peace.